Good morning, everyone. It's morning here, by the way, and I'm sure it'll be morning for someone. Maybe. Welcome, Magpie and friends. We're back in the bus again, Magpie bus. We're out. Whoa, it's fresh, it's cold, it's really cold. Sun hasn't come out properly. Woke up today pretty quickly. Got up real early before the alarm. Thing didn't even ring. Turned it off. I set this up to go midnight 31st October. So as soon as Halloween comes, it's coming up. So this is going up then. I'm still going to say happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween, whatever that means. Let's have a happy one, okay? It may be a scary time, but maybe it's fun. And maybe we enjoy a bit of that. I mean, you guys like horror films? I do. The old ones. The old horror movies. Gee, they were cool. They were really fun, you know? And that, yeah, sure, that was scary. But, yeah, it was fun. See some sun behind me. You ever get teeth chattering? Anyway, going back over things, and look, sometimes you gotta let some things go, especially if you can't do anything about it. Toughest thing these days is to just carry on, push through to the next day. No matter what happened today, you're still headed for tomorrow. You know, you can't let this day take you out. You know, come on. You know what I mean? You gotta get through. You gotta get through the day, because tomorrow's waiting for you. You know what I mean? In a kind of way. And if you don't meet that tomorrow, then kind of haven't we failed today if we don't get to tomorrow? Like, I know we're not living for tomorrow. We're living for today. We're living for the moment. But if you don't make it to tomorrow, then what was today for? The end, you know? The end of things. People keep talking about the end of days and the end of this and the end of that. You know, come on. Nothing's begun, you know? Yo, hello, everyone. Thanks for dropping in, you know? I love it. Thank you. Really, I say it all the time. Just come and see me. Don't touch those buttons. Just come see me, okay? That's it. Pass me in. Just roll me through. Just scroll me in there. I don't care. I don't want anything. Just come see me. Watch out, bird. All right, we're headed out of here. There's some kangaroos around, but it's okay. I'm not going to touch them. Don't want to run over my friend there. Okay, no. Oh, Halloween's coming, guys. Are you all feeling it? Oh, feel that funny feeling. Oh, that funny feeling. You know, you get that Halloween soundtrack in your mind. The last few weeks been there. That, you know, remember that? In the background of that film. Remember that? And you're like, fuck, shit scared, man. Shit scared. You know that feeling? But it's fun. You know that fun, shit scared feeling? But you know, you didn't get hurt. Hey everyone, thanks for the look. Go over the chats, guys. I got in a bit of trouble for doing this, but I'm not, to be honest with you, my eyes are on the road, man. I've been a driver for all my life. Since I could drive. Anyway, it's morning. It's Thursday morning. Yep, there's a cyclist. I see it all. You know, you can't get anything past me. Kangaroo, I'll see it. He's a bike rider. You know, I'm well out. Of course, someone wants to rip past me. It's usually John Holland or some bloke called Downer or a plumber. Just sitting in the right, you know, just saying, yeah, I belong here in the right lane. Yeah, sure you do, man. You belong in the right lane. I know. You're just that type, aren't you, Johnny? Johnny, has to sit in the right lane for the whole length. Half an hour in the right lane. Oh, maybe there's an ambulance behind you, Johnny, but, you know, does he care? Nah. You know what he'll do? Start tailgating the car in front of him, yeah? While I catch up, give him a flank from the left here. You know, this is the way, you know, like right now, you know, Johnny, he's right here next to me now, okay? Well done, Johnny, okay? You're going to sit in the right lane, you're going to tailgate whoever's in the right lane in front of you. Hey, thanks, thank you, thanks for coming. Yeah, that's cool. Look, just drop in anytime, seriously. That's how I am. If you were my neighbor or my, you know, nearby mate, friend, whatever, just come over, you know, have a beer, have a coffee, just knock on my door. If you're passing by, you know, the bus is taking too long, just knock on my door, I'll give you a lift. You know what I mean? Hey, Tyrone! The man, I love it. He's here! Yeah! Every time I think about you, man, you're here. Oh, there's a kangaroo. See, he's gone. He's done. He's on the side there. Poor guy. Poor kangaroo. Oh, Tyrone, my man. I tell you, ever since Tyrone came, my spirit has woke up, man. I'm telling you, you're the magic, bro. You are the magic. I can't tell you any other way. I've had a look, man. You got a channel, bro. Come on. I'm with you. You know that. Just hit me up, man. Just talk to me. You know what I mean? Just talk to me. Don't worry about everyone. That's what you do. Just talk to me. Just forget it. You look, my daughter, she's into drama, theater, dance, all this, right? But she's born with it. Like I wasn't like that. I was a nervous as fuck kid. Pissed myself, pissed my pants, alright? I wet myself at school. That's me. I'll be honest. Wet myself. I wasn't ready, right? But my children, they are so far ahead of me. They are so far ahead. They're almost like got a mind of someone who's been here before. Seen it all. You know, sometimes I get that look. You know, my daughter, she look at me very knowingly. She's soaking me in, you know, just watching me, trying to pick up my mood and all this. She's very clever. Heck yeah! Oh, I love it, man. Tyrone, I can't wait to hear you, man. I can't wait. I just know you're the bomb. You're the bomb, man. You gotta do it. Don't worry about anything. Like, look, my daughter taught me. She got up on that stage, she just had a ripping big smile, she's done her dance. She did not care. 4 years old. 3.5. On stage. Deportment. Strong arm movements. Looking straight back to the back of the room, you know. Big smile. That's how she's just born with it. Born with it. Now, I came out in defiance of the Australian social media laws. Social media laws here have been rolled out, basically banning anybody under a certain age from social media. Okay, fine. Protect everyone. Do that, okay? Do it. People need protection, give them protection. But I want to make the case for an exception. And this exception is, you cannot hide brilliance, right? You cannot hide true talent, genuine talent. YouTube is full to the brim, overflowing with inspiring stuff about gymnastics, dancing, how to dance, how to cook. It's for everyone, okay? This is now, Australian government can say whatever they want about whatever they want, but they can't tell anyone at YouTube or anyone, any other person, entity, what to do. No, you can't. And my daughter's been my artistic director for 4 years, more than 4 years. She even corrected me and said, Dad, it's more like 5, because she remembers when we started going shopping, going to the chemist shop, looking at toys, trying on masks, doing everything we can, not showing her face. No, I'll show mine. I'm not scared about me. You know, I always said, everyone come get me. I don't care. Don't touch my children. Come get me, okay? Come get me first. And that, my main message, don't never mess with kids. You mess with a kid, wait, you think that's easy, right? Kids are not easy prey. I tell you why. They got parents and mad uncles, real mad uncles. And they are the ones you got to be able to handle. Yes, you can handle small innocent things quite easily, just like you can, you know, squeeze a kitten as hard as you want. Well, maybe not. But if that wildcat got a mum or a dad, or even a distant relative, somewhere, oh, man, if you can't handle a wildcat, I wouldn't be touching no kittens. That's what I say. Now, these days, I'm a bit of a wildcat, which means I'm a dad, you know? Take it easy, man. Take it easy. I'll see you soon. Come back. I love you, bro. I really do. Thanks for being here. Yeah, now I'm a bit of a wildcat looking after my own kittens, yeah? So I'm starting to remember those times when perhaps I was vulnerable, when perhaps I was less than aware of what was going on around me, okay? Where I was being led, you know? Places, little places that I chanced to be in, that, you know, isolated incidents, events. Maybe I'll make big of them, but look, when you're a kid, certain things stick in your memory, man. You can't deny that. Like, yes, you can say the kid just imagined it, but don't you know they used that shit before? They said that. Remember? We're not going to tell anyone, right? Remember that shit? Remember? And don't tell anyone. Remember that? Now, look, I don't know if anyone ever heard that shit, but come on. It's out there, it's in there, and it happened. And everyone knows the truth came out about so many authority figures, man. Especially, I won't name any specific people or institutions, of course. I'm not that stupid, and no one should be. What we're trying to do is gather our minds together, gather our information together, figure out what the F happened when we were young, because there's no records. It's a darkness, man. It's a dark old cupboard. There's no list of names in there, okay? Nothing. You'd be lucky to find an ID badge on some of the authorities we had. You won't even find a discarded lab coat. Nothing. And they knew there were no evident traces left. Alright, we had photography, but who was walking around armed with a Kodak back then? No one, you know? Sorry, Kodak, I meant camera. You know, you think camera, think Kodak. No, sorry, didn't mean to do that. You know, I'm not allowed, I do not advertise, don't care. You know, just like I don't advertise for any commercial purpose, okay? I'm going to say that straight out. I don't want money. Keep that money away from me. I got enough for me. I want you to have enough for you. I don't do any deals like that, and especially not here on YouTube. No way. YouTube, they are the money, okay? I'm not the money. YouTube's the money. Fine. All I'm doing is following the rules, you know, respect the power, the authority, the guidelines. Do your best. Name no one, harm no one, don't be evil, you know, but find out what you need to. Sure, connect. Social media, right? You're allowed to use it, aren't you? Here we are, bank up traffic. We're gonna pass Johnny now? Probably. Johnny's still gonna be sitting there, the right lane. waiting for him to build a further right lane that he can drift further right into, like these people, like, I'm not talking politics, but the left-right people on the freeway. There's people who sit on the right, there's people who sit on the left. It's a joke because the right lane doesn't move. The left lane does because it's got people coming in and out, and you have to leave room for that shit. You can't like be bumper to bumper when you've got a merge lane, right? But the people in the right lane, well, they don't give an F, because what they're doing is like, oh, I'm just queuing up. Yeah, in the emergency lane. You're queuing up in the emergency lane. Not emergency lane. The right lane, the overtaking lane. The lane the ambulance and the fire and the police got to use. No. So what I'm doing now, I'm just rolling past them all. I can't really show you, and I shouldn't anyway. But look, I'm basically on a reverse dash cam, okay? I don't see the actual problem with that. This is like a record, man. Something happened to me, you guys will see it. It's better. It's better. Yeah, sure, I had the camera on. So, I set it up before I started driving. Look my hands. Right here on the wheel, all right? Car's right here. Big truck, bits of wood. I can even count them bits of wood for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 12, 18. Yep. There's at least like 6, 1, 2, 3. There's like 9 6s, 54 planks of wood, right? I counted them. There you go. You tell me I haven't got my eyes on the road. Someone warned me yesterday. I got that warning. Those videos you're doing. I said, yeah. You've been watching? I'm excited. You want to come on? Come talk to me. Or I'll give you a call, put you on loudspeaker. We'll have it out. Like I see it like, hey, you got something to tell me? Tell me here. I don't care. Let everyone know about it. I don't keep secrets, as in filthy ones. So anyone want to tell me secrets? Tell me here. And so that way, I didn't do anything. It was volunteered. It's all volunteer work, guys. It's not, no, we're not doing this for money. No, we don't want it. So, they can't get us there. You say you don't want $1. You want to just share the platform, the social media, connect to others. That's all. Thank you. That's what you provide. That's what we want. Okay? We don't want money. We'll sort that out ourselves. We don't want your money. We don't want your advertising dollars. No. We are education, spirit, philosophy. We're intelligent people, my God. Like, we're not robots looking for money. I'm sure everyone got money because they must be alive, and you need money to be alive, right? If you're alive, you must have money somewhere. Whether it's on you or somewhere around you, okay? Money's everywhere, just like air. You don't have to go looking for air, do you? You just open up your mouth and there it is. That's how money is, to me. Money comes and goes. You breathe it in, you breathe it out. That's it. You can't have it. You can't take it with you, so forget it. I don't know what you want it for. I really don't. You got enough? You're alive? Good. Great. That means you got some money. If you're alive, it means you've eaten someday. You had something to eat, you're alive. Great. Sure, I'll offer you some. Sure. I don't care. If you want money, you ask me. I mean, you got to know me. I'm not gonna transfer money to anyone. What I mean is, if you came to me in a real need, I wouldn't say no. I'm not that type. I'm a reasonable person. You give me a reasonable argument, face to face now. I'm not talking about, Western Union. No, sorry, I didn't mean that. But that whole thing. Oh, can you buy me a card? Can you buy me an Apple card or whatever crap? Oops, sorry. Can you buy me a voucher? No. I'm not doing any of that. But you come have a coffee with me. You have lunch with me. That's it. And I mean directly, not, I'm not here to hide. I'm here to let you know I'm not scared. Okay? At all. I'm not scared for me. No one should be. You got to come out of that feeling. It's only going to destroy you. You'll melt into obscurity. You got to wake up out of that. Seriously. You got to wake up to the power and the spirit of the universe, okay? It's the reason we got here. We don't know how we got here, but here we are. Here we go. I'm gonna pass 64 planks of wood now as he caves in, moves to the right to join the 1 hour queue in the emergency lane as I pass them all. Here we go. I've just passed about 60 cars. Probably, no, 20. All right, now 30, 40 maybe. I've passed them all. They're all in the right lane. Yeah, thinking that they're overtaking somebody. No, you're not. You're just drifting along. You're like a cat in a baby's crib. You could sleep anywhere, but no, you're gonna sleep there. Okay, go to sleep, play on your phone, sit in the right lane. That's great. We've got this kind of thing in Australia. We carry a lot of dead weight here. Like really, people who just lump themselves in the way. Oh, here I am. Oh, here I am. That's how we got a lot of people like that. Oh, here I am. What are you gonna do? Move around me. Move around me. Bullies. Yeah. Who knows about bullying? Anyone ever got bullied? Look my way. And I'm talking about not being a bully. Getting bullied, right? Getting bullied. Getting pushed around. Getting stood over. Getting poked. Hard in that soft part between your shoulder and your breastplate. Right there, by someone who can. Oh, that's ugly. I remember looking up at these grown-ups and their fat-ass fingers coming at me. Pointing at your face. People getting in your face, man. You know what I mean? And I mean really, and I don't mean from far away. Like people now, react. What does that mean, react? I tell you, you don't know what that word means. If you're using that word in your video titles, oh, whoever reacts. Hey, that's crap. I've seen reactions, real ones. Don't talk to me about react. That's crap. That's understating it, mate. You're borrowing a very strong word. Do you know what react means? Think about it. Really think about that word react. Okay? React. Because it's well rehearsed. You know it well. Because it's happened before. Yeah? All you're doing is doing a rerun. That's a rerun, that thing. And you know what it is? It's very well rehearsed. Yes. And people are capable of all sorts of things. And you won't know until you've seen it. Or felt it. Or had it done to you. Only then will you know. Anyone ever had their head put down the toilet? Like literally, yeah, like that kind of thing. Anyone ever like had their face like pushed and smashed against those metal drinking taps? Like that? From behind? You don't know who did it? Anyone ever got punched in the back of the head and got sent forward into whatever? Metal lockers? That kind of thing. Oh, it's everywhere. You know those sneaky people? They're just around. They just want to hurt someone. You don't know who it is. They're in a group with others. They're hiding. They're hiding in there. You know, they're bullies, right? But they're scared. They don't want to come at you. But they'll use any situation and any circumstance to kind of get to you, right? I'm very aware of that kind of thing. I know when someone's doing it. I really do. Anyway, I got warned. I got schooled, you know what I mean? A lot. So I get that shaky finger. I've seen that so many times. That shake finger. I've seen that a lot. And someone said, oh yeah, I won't say, but they said, oh, you know them videos you're making? I said, yeah. You like them? You've been watching them? You know, because I do. I check back what I've been saying, you know, make sure I'm in the guidelines there, you know, make sure I'm doing the right thing. It's just like entertainment, educational entertainment. I don't know. Like I'm looking for that kind of reason to be here. I don't know. Not for any other reason. Social reasons. Okay? Purely, you know, social and friendly reasons, you know, not here to like hurt people or engage in any bad kind of negative rhetoric that would be untrue, you know. And in fact, I wouldn't make up stories that are like, I don't know, damaging to anybody. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't name anyone. Just like I wouldn't even name myself properly, you know. It's like, I believe in having that privacy, you know. Like, there's people who call themselves the king or whatever. Great, the king, that's fine. You want to say word up to the king, call yourself the king, that's fine. I understand. You don't have to. You don't have to say where you're from or who you are. You don't really have to. You're not under any obligation to provide your full details. And for that same reason, you know, the check won't find your letterbox. You know, you're not going to get that check in the mail. Just forget it. That's what I told myself. Just forget it. You love YouTube. You don't want money. I love YouTube. That's the reward. You got a free platform. You didn't have to build it, but you can go ahead and use it. Well, that's free, isn't it? Well, you didn't have to pay for it, right? Cost how much to make? Hello, Mia. How are you? Hey, I met someone called Mia just yesterday. I promise. Yesterday? Yeah, Mia. I said, Mia, you're going to do great things. I said that to her, and I'll say it to you. Mia, I think you're going to do great things. Coming to see me and say hello, that's great. That's a great thing in my book. Thanks for coming. But I will have a look through, you know, any you know, if you got questions, you know, I do my best to answer questions. But I'm no authority. I'm no person of thing. You know, I'm not any kind of person that, you know, thinks that there's somebody like a doctor or professor. I'm not like that. I have studied, yeah, but I don't purport to be any kind of expert, okay? I'm just a human being, last I checked, and that's the reason I'm here, because this platform is for humans to use, people to use, to communicate to each other. Yes, I've got actual people on my phone book that I'll call and talk to, but then there's all these people I haven't met. That could be you. I don't know. I've traveled. Maybe you will. Come see me in Melbourne, the lost city. Come and rescue us from our economy going down the gurgler by the minute, you know. Everyone's margins getting thinner, profit margins getting less, people working harder and harder and longer just to make the basics. Okay, we know that. We built the pyramids, guys. Come on. You're not sensitive to how that was done? Do you think those people were singing happy songs as they lift those heavy rocks? Come on. They were forced into it. There's no way you'd be doing that from the goodness of your heart. Hey, you know, let's lift massive heavy rocks together, hauling them up with donkeys and I don't know what. Brute force. That's what humans understand. Of course we built the pyramids. Of course we built them. People did it. They got forced into it. How else? Because when you have to do something, you will, won't you? Haven't you found that? That is the tenacity, perseverance of the human spirit right there. It is, you will find a way to get it done. One way or another, you know, climb that mountain, whatever it is. Go down to the depths of the ocean if you want to. Find out everything you want. Dig a massive hole until you found everything that there is down there. Okay? We're able to do that stuff. And there's no miracle that amazing things like the pyramids happened. We did it. Who else? I can even picture being one of those people. Aliens came and built pyramids. They think they had better things to do, man. Come on. If I was an alien, I wouldn't want to go to some desolate place and start picking up large bricks. Only a human would do that. Only a human. Where are you? Australia. Melbourne. On the freeway. On the highway, as you guys. Freeway? Highway? Motorway? Yeah. What we call a tollway. Tollway. Well, we call them gantries. We don't have toll booths. We've got electronic gantries which beep as you go through. I'm waiting for my tags to come in the mail. But they've got my number. You know, I'm not here for free. You know, like it costs me every day I'm doing this drive. It's costing me money. So yeah, because you can't use it without paying. So we have a user pay system. You know, if you want something from the vending machine of the economy, you must insert coin, right? Insert coins and obtain what you want. That's it. That's the economy we've got. It's not a magical economy that makes money for you. It's an economy that trades with you. You must put in as much as you get out. Simple as that. If you think you're going to just make something without making anything yourself, as in if you think money is going to just come to you without you having to actually do something, then already I think you haven't understood anything about humans, because there's no way that a human being would hand over anything without some sort of reason or justification. First, they have to have a belief in what they're buying. Like, well, I'm taking pity on someone, for example, a homeless person, and I really hate the story he's given me. It's one where there's no way out. He's asking for $10, you know, straight up like that. I'm like, okay, man, like, why are you asking for that much? Maybe I can't even fucking spare $10. Come on, man. Maybe once there was one guy, I took him to task, you know. He needed some spare change, right? And I had some. I gave him some. But he kept asking for more, pestering me for more. And I was just about to go in and buy something like a coffee or something. He's sitting outside. Of course, shopkeepers here have no power. They can't shoo people away. If you're a homeless person, just go sit outside an 812. You know what I mean? An 812. Just live outside there. No one can move you on. Not even the police. You can just sit there. You know, we've got a new law. It's called no law. Just make up the law, whatever you want. Just go and, if you want to sit outside an ATM, a bank transaction machine, just sit there reading a book. Just because, you know, you're just hoping someone's going to drop $50 on you. Man, that's like me, who's thirsty, for example. Just laying outside with my mouth open, waiting for it to rain. That's my definition of one of these tinkers who just sit next to a ATM machine, hoping someone's going to drop $10, $20 on them. But they don't say a word. They just sit there. And I'm thinking, you got no right to sit around a public machine thing that people need, right? So that you can be pitied and maybe make some money, but all you're going to do is sit there, read your book, and that's all. Ignoring the whole world, just sitting there waiting for money, that's all. Come on. What is that? You can get up, man. If you found that book and found your way there to sit down, why the hell can't you find your way somewhere to make some money instead of sitting there like a lump of flesh, just waiting to be invested in? And they're not worth investing in. These people are black holes. They just sit there waiting to soak up money that they haven't done anything for. No, I definitely don't believe in that kind of thing. Like, it really irks me when a person just sits there with a sign. Like, I know you've lost all hope, but don't do this every day. Don't do that every day. Do it once if you really need to get out of Dodge and you need to borrow $5 and you truly need it. Okay? But don't sit there as your job to just sit there. And every tourist who comes here goes, oh God, I thought Australia was an affluent place. I thought Melbourne was the most livable city in the world. Oh, you know what they do? Oh my God, the place is a car park full of homeless. It's a private car park with homeless people living behind the cars. Really? Like, and yeah, like, wouldn't it be great to work for that city? No, no way. Everyone knows our reputation here is ruined. I mean, look at this Ferris wheel at the Docklands. It's been here for a decade, out of commission, right? They have neither pulled it down, they haven't demolished it, but they've left it there, like a sore memory of a thing that doesn't work. Just like Melbourne, a city that really doesn't work at all. It's just a city that eats its own people, eats them, finds them. When you drive into Melbourne, park your car, just be ready to see that little piece of paper on your window, okay? I can almost guarantee it's going to happen to you. And when you least expect it. You know when? You'll flip your door open to pick up your friend from the side of the road, bang. They'll mail it to you. They won't give you the ticket on the day. Just be wary of that. Same with the Monash Council. Oops, I shouldn't say that, but they have parking officers in and just cruising around the palliative care facility at the hospital, right? And I remember on the day my mum passed away, it was a Sunday, right? And yes, I was in a place I shouldn't have parked, in a residential street somewhere near the palliative hospital. Yep, I still have that fine to this day. I paid it the day my mother passed away on a Sunday. I got a $200 fine on my window in a residential street around the hospital somewhere because I didn't pay parking, right, at the private hospital car park. Guess what? They got their crawlers around. They know people are parking free around in a no standing or in a permit zone or something. So yeah, thank you for that. And the person who issued that fine, I don't give a damn about it. But I still have that piece of paper because it reminds me of the day I was at my weakest. My mum closed her eyes for the last time. Yes, Monash Council, you had your crawlers around that hospital on a Sunday. On a Sunday. What low life, you know? What absolute low life. To generate revenue from other people's pain. You know, that tells you everything about Victoria, about Melbourne, and possibly Australia. You will be damaged punitively. Your remuneration, your actual money will be taken from you. Can you imagine? By one way or another, you'll get that letter. It'll be the tax office. It may be the tax office. It may be some other place. But they will get you one way or another. And if none of that all works, you know, randomly one day you'll get a card in your box that says your gas and electricity has been shut down. What? I always pay my bill early, on time. What is this? No, we have these groups. They're very clandestine groups, and they connect to our bureaucracy, our administration, our upper administration, has little information leaks that allows little shonky operators to come around and disconnect your gas, so that you must make inquiries now to get yourself reconnected, pay a reconnection fee. What? Why am I paying a reconnection fee? What have I done? Oh well, the gas lines belong to us. What? But I pay my gas bills. What is this? Why did you shut me down? Ah, welcome. That's what I'm talking about. You'll get cancelled. And anyway, after so many channels, this is the one I'm using. Magpie and friends, you guys hopefully are those friends. I'm wrapping things up as I get to work here. I really appreciate anyone who come and see me. I love to be able to share anything I can to help others. Okay, that's what I'm here for, and I don't want anything except your company. When you can, drop in. That's all. Don't have to do anything else. I'm never gonna ask for a thing. Feel free to come and talk to me whenever you want. Visit me in person. I'm happy anytime. I got really nothing to hide except a true wish that everyone is fulfilled in themselves. They have what they need. They get their questions to their they have answers to their questions, and perhaps we can help each other. We can get there together. Okay, we're not this is not a mission we can do alone. You know, I really feel this life is it's tricky. We all have a lot in common. There's a lot of differences, but our differences are similar. You know what I mean? Like we're not so different, and we're not that similar. So like, look, let's embrace all that. You know, it's not really time to make more division and more hatred amongst ourselves. We need to find peace with each other, find the answers we're looking for, get closure, get resolve on what needs to be done or what we need to do, you know, and like, let's try and get along and love each other and do everything we can to make this world better, you know, to get some peace between us and between all, you know, we need it, you know, we're gonna ruin our health, we're gonna ruin ourselves, we're gonna ruin the planet too. So much going on. Anyway, I'm at work, guys. Lots of love, okay, strength. I wish you all a happy Halloween, and I'll see you all later on. Best wishes.